Hi, y'all. I thought it was time. Let's see if you could hear me. Let's see. Settings. Let's see if my audio is working. Yo, yo, yo. Okay, it is working. Okay. Um. Hey, y'all. Live this evening. I wanted to chat with y'all. Obviously, it's been a warm day out here. Um. I'm healthy, so I sweat in the face. I don't give a damn. Look, this live is about no cash bail and is New York over? So many of us came back here to handle business, to see family, to do what we have to do. And now that we're here, how do we feel about it? Right? So that's really what I want to discuss on this live. I want to just talk about some different scenarios that have been playing out here and just some crime stories. And I don't want to bog anyone down with too much negativity, but I do want to have a real conversation, especially with my tri-state folks, to find out if this is really the place to be. Is New York still viable? Is it still an option? Is it still real? Um, so that's what this is about today. My day was good. I ended up, going into the office today, doing what I had to do, and it was a very successful day. I'm in a good mood. I figured I had some extra energy, and I would jump on with y'all. So let some people come in. I know I didn't give anybody no notice of this live, and I don't go live every day. So I guess we could let some people come in, and damn, I want to play. Let me see if I can play some sort of music in the back. I don't know how they be playing music in the back. I don't know. Let me see. Let me just put some music on because this is just a chill. Let me see. Do I have any music? Yeah, I need your love and attention. Let me see if I have something I could play. Like, could I play something else while y'all was waiting? Let me see. Let me see who comes in. I want to play music, but I just don't feel like. I feel like I'm going to. I have to figure that out. Let me see. See if I can get a little instrumental. Maybe I won't get dinged. I'm gonna just put something in the back. I don't know. Something I like. Let's hear this mix. Let's see if I could get this mix. Let's see. What's good? If you're in here, drop some comments in the chat. I'm trying to put some. I'm gonna let some beats play while I wait for some folks.
Give me 5 minutes, I'll be on my way. So gonna follow our way. I see you when Toyota Corolla. But I see you when you walk flex for them. Toyota Corolla.
Enjoy.
Let's mess up.
Let's see so. I don't know if y'all could hear that, but I'm playing that low.
For nobody. That's the time we don't get time. Steady your face, just fun. I wanna take a picture so this could last longer fun. Take my secrets, got them like precious money. I never want to hear you quiet, so I write songs for you. And I believe, yes I believe, I'm falling for you like a thief, licking the knees. Just when I see you, I feel to steal the keys to your heart again. Yeah, yes I believe, I'm falling for you like a thief, licking the knees. Just when I see you, I feel to steal the keys to your heart again. My baby bad, my baby good, my baby all the things I need. My baby what's up beside you, so my baby what's up beside you, so my baby bad, my baby good, my baby all the things I need. My baby what's up beside you, so what's up beside you, so for your picture fun. I wanna take a picture so this could last longer fun. Take my secrets, got it like precious money. I never want to hear you quiet, so I write songs for you. Opposition they come left and right.
Listen, guys.
They are trying to leave you, but I don't.
Listen, guys. I'm coming back. I'm just trying to, get the oil off my nose right now. I just got home, but I do want to talk about this. I think this conversation is very necessary. So if you want to call in, just call in. We will discuss. But more importantly, give me a few seconds to get ready. And hopefully I don't get dinged for playing this music in the back. My baby cool. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I don't know who that one viewer is, but go ahead. Introduce yourself. Announce yourself.
never gets easy, Donnie. Words cannot express how much you are missed and loved. Turning that pain into a positive. Instead of gifts, allegations cost thousands of dollars. He's not here physically, but he's focused. And that's my job to keep yourselves. I think that if we didn't have that, we'd all be in a pretty dark place. You know, that we can't take that sadness and turn it into something positive.
And walks out his round partner to the tunnel testimony.
Guys, I'll be back. I'm just trying to set up a little bit. I just got back to the place. Let's see who comes into this place. But yeah, we talking about and I need to post some of the stories that have been going on lately, but just a lot of shit has been going on, like just the weirdest things, like an accessoride guy kicking an old lady out of an accessoride, just weird crimes and just things that like I haven't seen ever in my life, that I feel like it's just the unraveling of society. And this bail reform or no cash bail is really about to set it off. Like, it's about to put us in a place where we are not even able to police our own communities. Like, I know they want us to be doing community policing, but how is that going to be possible? So yeah. See, one thing about me that y'all probably don't know or haven't realized is like I'm a music person. Like, I grew up dancing, singing, writing music, and that's just who I am. Like, music is all that makes me happy. I don't care about nothing else. Like, hey. Hey. When y'all get home from work, do y'all ever put some music on and just decompress before you get into all the bullshit? Like, I walked in here and put this shit on live, and I was like, wait a second. I need to have my nightly smoke, have a glass of that wine before I come chatting with y'all. Who's back to work too? Like, who's back to going into the office? Because a lot of us are working outside of the office, but who's back to actually commuting and going into the office a bit? You know what? I'll be honest. A lot of the panels that we have been on lately have been kind of like redundant, and it's been the same shit over and over. And I'm like tired of talking about men and women, because if there ain't no community, there ain't gonna be no place for y'all to go on y'all dates, for y'all to meet each other. Like, all that woman and man talk, it's kind of a waste of time. Especially considering the way that shit is unraveling in the society. Like, the man and woman talk can be put to a pause so we can talk about how crazy society is right now. Like, y'all got to get your CCW. Yes. I gotta get y'all CCW so you can control and conceal and whatever they call it, conceal carry your weapon and shit. You don't want to be stuck not being able to protect yourself. I know if I am not able to have a weapon, I won't be in New York. No, New York is a crazy place. Not gonna lie about that. I feel like I have so many laptop shifts. What would be fucking nice.
But she's dreaming of the USA. She born again, and she fucking for her rent, to pay her rent. Girl, so show me your sin, Like this rap, some never win. She calling, she begging, she crying, she falling down, she rolling, she thugging, she buzzing, sweet darling, she calling, she begging, she rolling, she falling down, she rolling,
Y'all. Yo, if you're here, drop a what's up in the chat. Share this live and like it. Like it too. I haven't gotten to shit yet, but I will get to this topic. Trust me.
Baby, she can run away. But she dreaming of the USA. She born again, and she fucking for her rent.
Hey, Aaron. Yeah, if I'm being honest with you, I get tired of like the same discussion every night. Like every night it is almost the same discussion. Women aren't doing this, men aren't doing this, women aren't doing this, men aren't doing that. You know what everyone's just trying to do? Everyone is just trying to live. Like, you know what everyone's trying to do? They're just trying to live. Like all this women and men and what they're trying to do, and it seems like a little overkill. It seems like people don't have anything going on. Like I understand the content creators because they make their money and they do what they do. But I mean, I can't spend 12 hours a day every day. Like what makes Fight Club so hot to me is like it's a weekend thing. And you can choose one of the 3 days that you can come on. But the minute it became all of us every day, it's overkill. Unless we have something interesting to talk about. Like if it's me, I'm almost not interested in the conversation we've been having for the past year, or for me 6 months or whatever, however long I've been chilling with these guys. I'm kind of like not interested in hearing the same shit over and over, knowing that there's really no movement to change things. I'll be honest with you guys. So when we talk about this bail reform shit, I mean, there's really nothing to discuss aside from there's really not much about men and women. It's more about criminals. Like the bare criminals that's just going to be rolling through your streets. Like nothing but bare criminals just rolling through your streets. Like you like crime, you like criminals, bare criminals I want. That's what it really is. So that's why I wanted to talk about it. I know there's a few people doing their lives right now. I don't be looking for any particular audience or to grab any audience from any particular place. If you're here, you're here. If you're not and you want to be here, you'll be here next time. I haven't given much advance notice. I don't have thumbnails. I don't have that shit right now. I do have thumbnails. I do have like a PowerPoint full of a bunch of thumbnails that I can use. But this one was quick, y'all. And I just want to hear everyone's opinion about the state of this city and whether it's even worth. Like, is it even worth continuing to live here? Continuing to. I miss Nigeria and I'm going back soon. This society is dry, yo. Like I find that New York is back open if you want to work and go to work, yes, but it's just dry. It's just dry. It'll never be like how it was, you know? the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s. Maybe in like 10 years from now, when my sons and daughters are hitting their preteens and shit, like I don't have kids yet, this place will be back. But until then, nah. Hey. Just chilling for a minute before we get into the tough topics. Drop your location, drop a hello in the chat, like, subscribe. Giving you that chill Afro beats before we go.
Take my vex, but I don't think I did explain myself. Carry my cross and I face my fears. Feeling my pain as I shed my tears. One day all my beliefs forever. Until then I did chase my bread. You know I can only 247. Only my neck with it.
That's Olamide, right?
Ooh. Don't always for me. Don't pray make a fall. My pray for me.
My subwoofer is low, so you don't hear that knock like how I like it. I turned it down so that my friends wouldn't be blasting it while I wasn't here. Music is so much better in Niger. I'm not gonna lie. Like the music here is just counterproductive to life. Like you want to be happy, you want to live life, you want to have a big family, you want to have love. Don't listen to any music here. That's a fact. Give me a second, y'all. Yes.
Take off on my little brother, I know you're ready for tired. I'm sure you be my desire, no stress, I know you tonight. Leave with the worries never hide, girl, tonight we'll be going higher. Higher than the moon in the night, shining down, I'm gonna make it bright, my sweetie, so my sweetie, my better, my sweetie, my better, my sweetie, don't wanna see you now, my better, my sweetie, don't wanna see you, my better, my sweetie.
I'm here, y'all. Drop your location. What's up? Y'all. Y'all, life is short. You know what that means? That means that you got to be in a place where you get the most energy. I used to get I'm one of those people that grew up in New York. I love this place. But if I'm being honest with you, the energy I used to get from New York, I don't get it like how I get it now. And I don't think it's about age. I really do think it's like the last couple years with this pandemic, because shit was rocking right before this pandemic. And I don't know what happened. There's definitely energy here, but it's not like how it used to be. I see all of us just clinging, but it's not like it used to be. So it's a little bit saddening to see my town go down, but I know we'll come back. Let's see if we could pull some of these news. I'm gonna pull some of these what do you call these? I'm gonna pull some of these Hatchet, McDonald's, NYC. Okay, y'all. I know some of y'all have already seen this. Okay, let me give y'all the last few seconds of this good record.
never leave me for nobody.
Yes.
Make you feel bad.
Yes. All right, let me turn this down because this is gonna be a music show if I don't stop this. All right, listen. We're gonna watch the Hatchet and McDonald's incident since I know y'all are familiar with that. Let me pull up a short video that you guys can watch. I want to. I just have to play this. I don't even know if this is the best one to play, but I'm gonna play this one. I'm gonna play the one from Fox 5 and Y. Let me play this shit so y'all can see. I know you guys saw this Hatchet shit. Like, I know y'all saw the man with the hatchet. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all have got to stop. I know just another day in New York. Y'all done seen this one already. Okay? So let me see if I could just share the screen. Share screen. Chrome tab. All right, y'all ready? I know you guys have seen this, but let's watch it again.
All right, here's a look at some of the stories we are following this Monday morning. Stunning images here. An axe-wielding man is under arrest after going on a rampage inside a McDonald's. This is on the Lower East Side. 31-year-old Michael Palacios of the Bronx is charged with criminal mischief, menacing and criminal possession of a weapon. TikTok video, you can see it here, shows the situation inside the eatery on Delancey Street. This happened last Friday. The fight seems to taper off, but then Palacios pulled an axe from his backpack and smashed tables and a glass wall. Police say somehow no one was injured.
How? Let's play the 5.
Soft on crime policies grabbing the attention of a top Democrat after a hatchet-wielding madman was allowed to walk free out of jail. Shocking video shows a suspect grabbing an axe and going on a rampage to a Manhattan McDonald's. He was arrested, but neither charge he's facing was eligible for bail under New York's lenient criminal justice reforms. The suspect addressing critics saying, quote, "Everybody's talking about how I should be in jail. I did my 18 hours, bro. What else do you want? Why do I have to be in jail? I'm not unhinged. I'm not psychotic. I just did what anybody would do when being pummeled."
Okay. Can we just read that statement? This is what the man said when they interviewed him. And there's actually a video of the man when they interview him. And he literally says, "Everybody's talking about how I should be in jail. I did my 18 hours, bro. What else do you want? Why do I have to be in jail? I'm not unhinged. I'm not psychotic. I just did what anybody else would do when being pummeled." No, you didn't. You're psychotic because you pulled a hatchet out. Or whatever the fuck you pulled out. That's the reason. Like, there were other people in there, I think, who tried to help him. And at a certain point, he just stood there by the garbage pail and just let them just continuously hit him over and over. Because he knew he had that weapon. That weapon could have been any weapon. And he could have used it on people. The reason why he's saying he's not psychotic is because he knew where to draw the line. But he could have used that weapon on people. Do you understand?
Wow. And New York Governor Kathy Hochul trying to act tough on crime by calling out Manhattan's liberal DA Alvin Bragg over the matter.
Many players in a criminal justice system, starting with the arresting officers who determine what charge to bring, as well as a district attorney who will decide whether or not to stay with that course or to have an upcharge from what is recommended. We're actually asking what the thought process was in the decisions that were just made, because we have a question about it, because they have the discretion to charge in a different way that would make them bail eligible.
Judge, the governor is singing, I think some have wanted her to conduct herself this way. Do you believe what she's saying now is genuine?
I think she's worse than Cuomo.
Wow.
And I got to tell you, what she's trying to do is she's trying to blame the district attorney. When the truth is, look, this guy is charged in criminal possession of a weapon and criminal mischief, both misdemeanors. The criminal possession of a weapon in the 4th degree. If he has a prior conviction, which the New York Post reports he has, then it's 3rd degree, and then it makes it a violent felony. But we don't know if that's the case. But criminal mischief is charged as a misdemeanor. A misdemeanor is $250. He definitely did the felony criminal mischief, which is, I think, $1,500. So the DA charged lower probably than he could have, but it wouldn't have made a darn bit of
Look
difference
at him.
as it relates to bail.
Look funny.
That's her problem. Right. That's her issue.
What?
If
he just pulled out a hatchet.
Honesty,
okay.
She would say.
Okay, wait a second. When he pulled the hatchet out, I said to my friend, I'm going to bet you $100 that he's West Indian. And when he spoke, we couldn't tell. But immediately I thought he was some kind of working man with his tools. Like, why he got a hatchet? What is this?
We have got to change the bail laws because of my and my party's decision to have social justice and bail for everybody. This guy walked out, and I can guarantee you, Harold, they gave him his axe back. All right, she is the one person who has the power to remove him from office. So, and for those people who are thinking this is more than just criminal mischief, which is a damaging property and possession of a hatchet, this is taking a hatchet against people, it's attempted assault, it's attempted murder. No, I got to agree with Bragg there. I would have upped it by a degree, but there's no assault here. He didn't assault anyone with it. So the governor's looking to blame the DA. We can blame Bragg on a lot of stuff, but not on this one. It's all in your bailiwick, Governor, and stop blaming other people.
Jesse, should we have a law that you should not be able to take an axe and wield it in McDonald's? I think that ought to be one of the things that'll get the state level.
Maybe he's having a big mouth attack, Harold. You don't actually know. The story is full of holes, and here's how I know why. He said they wouldn't let him use the bathroom.
First of all, number one, that's a lie because I go to that McDonald's. I've been there. Like, I can never forget the day that I was there. It was Halloween. And me and my girlfriend went in there. We went to like fix up our costumes, and everyone was using the bathroom. It's like a well-known bathroom spot, that Delancey McDonald's. So that's bullshit.
I am denied a trip to the bathroom. I have to go to another bathroom immediately. I can't hold it and mess around and play with a tomahawk for a long time. I have to go right away. That's how I know he's not telling the truth. What actually happened was he reeked of alcohol, got denied when he made a pass at a girl, hit somebody, and then he got ganged up on. Yep. He was getting pummeled by a McFlurry of punches. He's obviously unhinged. You don't go out and you say, I'm not unhinged. That means you're unhinged when you say that.
First of all, a what? A McFlurry? I'm dead. A McFlurry of punches. Also, I agree. He's unhinged. He can't say he's not psychotic because what he just did was wild.
Then he says, the hatchet isn't for people, it's for trees and vehicles. How many trees have you seen around New York City? Not a lot. And what do you mean it's for vehicles? What, is he going to fix a car tire with a hatchet? So obviously it's for people. Then he says, these people weren't lucky because I decided I didn't want to hit him in the throat with a hatchet. So like he's playing God. And then he says crime's always been bad. It was actually worse a long time ago because 10 years ago he got hit in the head on the corner with a hammer.
So he wants to now hit somebody in the head with a hatchet as retribution? I'm trying to understand him.
Probably means he's mentally ill. How did they not bump up the charge? And how does anybody in their right mind see a video like this and not apply for a concealed carry permit the next day? Because that's what I want to do. I look at this. I'm never going to McDonald's again. I'm probably going to Seamless. And the fact that Joe Biden is coming to New York City tomorrow, and the White House hasn't been asked about a viral machete, axe attack, tomahawk, whatever you want to call it. How does he not get asked about that? It's amazing how they're covering this thing up. The city looks like The Shining now, and the Democrats don't even have to pay a price for it.
Dana, you don't look like a big McDonald's goer like I am, but if you were to a McDonald's person,
Listen, McDonald's. That McDonald's is a spot where everyone uses the bathroom. So he obviously didn't have to use the bathroom. We know that. He's a working man who decided to get drunk, wanted to holler at some girl, and then he got punched. They came to get him, and he was trying to defend himself, I guess, but he didn't really look like he got punched, but not really. Like, is that a punch? The way those kids were socking him, do y'all consider that a punch? Like, the way they were hitting him, was that a punch to y'all? Because I don't feel it was. I don't feel he was really, like, attacked by who? I'm trying to see. Let me go back.
How many trees have you seen around New York City? Not a lot. Like, and what do you mean it's for vehicles?
Those were punches. He ate them shits. I'll be honest.
What, is he going to fix a car tire with a hatchet? So obviously it's for people. Then he says these people weren't lucky because I decided I didn't want to hit him in the throat with a hatchet. So like he's playing God. And then he says crime's always been bad. It was actually worse a long time ago because 10 years ago he got hit in the head on the corner with a hammer. That probably means he's mentally ill. How did they not bump up the charge? And how does anybody in their right mind see a video like this and not apply for a concealed carry permit?
Kill license. Say it like that.
I'm never going to McDonald's again. I'm probably going to Seamless. And the fact that Joe Biden is coming to New York City tomorrow.
That's
and
today.
The White House hasn't been asked about a viral machete, axe attack, tomahawk, whatever you want to call it. How does he not get asked about that? It's amazing how they're covering this thing up. The city looks like The Shining now, and the Democrats don't even have to pay.
This city is The Shining. I mean, there was also an incident of, let me see if I can pull up the incident with the Accessoride. Like, this hit me hard because my grandma used to use Accessoride sometimes when we weren't around. Accessoride. I was like, what is this? Y'all will not even believe just how trifling this is. I mean, watch. I'm gonna show y'all. I don't know if you guys have seen the Accessoride, the guy.
El Minuto.
Happy Friday. It's Labor Day weekend. I'm Ashley Chaparro. Here's what's new. Everyone is going to be outside this weekend. The AAA says 82% of Americans that plan to travel will do so by car. The top travel destinations, according to them, are Las Vegas, San Diego, Orlando, and Alaska. Also new, check out this video. A driver for Accessoride allegedly threw a 78-year-old woman out of the car onto a Brooklyn street. The two reportedly started arguing after she told them they passed her stop. A good Samaritan caught the video and tried to step in before the driver sped off. Also, I have an update for you on the story about the cop that allegedly punched the woman in the face. The girl. The NYPD released the body cam footage of the incident so you can see other angles. And they say an investigation.
I don't give a fuck. Listen, this place has become insane. It really has. It has become insane, this place. What's up, y'all? Oh, y'all in the chat. What's up, Esso, Blue Girl? What's up, y'all? I'm just looking at how crazy the city has become.
Is underway. Check out the full video on Telemundo47.com.
Y'all.
Have a great...
Wow. I don't know how they're going to get all these people back on the train. I don't know how they're going to get all these people back in the city. It's going to be impossible. I mean, just the crime, just the crime, yo. Just the crime. I don't even know. There's so many things I can show you guys. I mean, someone just got stuck up. Let's go to that. Let me go back. Okay, yeah, I forgot about this young kid who knocked out the high school student with a brick. Did y'all see that? I just
Police are looking for the man who knocked out a high school student with a brick.
Happened
It
in
happened
Chelsea.
The student tells CBS 2's Alice Gaynor he was sitting on some steps eating lunch and has no memory of what happened.
So this is where the broken orbital is, and then the broken sinus. The lactation outside and inside the lip.
Ethan has no recollection of being knocked unconscious.
They kind of all happened and I woke up in the hospital.
Police say the man seen in this video picked up a brick from the ground and unprovoked hit Maddie in the face.
you don't know if you're next. I swear.
He fled. Someone saw and called 911. The 18-year-old says he was sitting on these steps at 20th and 10th eating lunch on a break from school.
I was alone. This is the one day I went to lunch alone. It's normally a peaceful area, just something we didn't expect around it.
His mother was at work when police called her. She says when she arrived at the hospital, he was awake, but was asking the same question over and over.
I was really afraid, that he had brain damage or something like that. But thank goodness,
Wow.
his memory was a lot better.
Ethan had some brain bleeding, but they say his prognosis is good.
Oh, thank God.
Pretty safe walking around Chelsea. I do want to see more police presence. There's so many
Okay.
people with mental health that are
When she says more police presence, what is she talking about? Because they have scaled back on the police in the city. And then with that no bail, no cash bail or whatever the hell they call it. Is she expecting some miracle to happen with no money? Like, I'm trying to understand. This shit right here is
getting the help that they need.
She's urging other students
This
to
right
stay in
here.
groups. Both say stay alert. In Chelsea, Alice Gaynor, CBS 2 News.
It is okay to be so.
like, what else? There's so many. There are so many. It's just, those are the ones I remember, but a couple just happened this week, and it's just, you can't keep up. And my thing is, like, what is it gonna be like living here, right? What is it gonna be like when they like all the mentally ill people and all of the convicts and stuff onto the streets? Like, there are people that haven't seen a judge since 2-3 years ago. They've just been waiting. Those people are going to be out too. So I'm just wondering if some of these cities are even going to survive. What is it really going to be like? Like being here on a daily basis. So let's see what mayor, we saw Governor Hochul already. Let's see what Mayor Adams has been saying. Let's see. Then we have the asylum people coming in. It's really insane. Like, I'm trying to understand it. I'm trying to understand what the motive is. Like, what is this country and this city ultimately trying to do by being soft on crime and by letting people back into the community that have not earned their way back in the community? I'm trying to understand, like, what is the greater goal and what is the overall picture? How do they envision this playing out for real? Because it seems like the worst of the worst are going to be let out. And right now, this city, it seems like there are so many old people out here, so many, like, women with children. There are so many just groups that need protection in this place. All of the strongest people have pretty much left this place, it seems like to me. And I'm trying to understand what the overall motive is. Like, why Like, I understand the bail system. I understand people don't want to go to jail for crimes they didn't commit, but yeah, like even this from 2 years ago, bail reform suspect released despite being accused in 2 unprovoked attacks on women. Like shit like this.
Please.
Like shit like this. Let's see.
York's new criminal justice reform law says one suspect
Look
is
at this.
released without bail, despite
2 years
being
ago.
accused of 2 unprovoked attacks on women. CBS 2 political reporter Marsha Kramer says the man was freed even though he had not shown up in court for a previous assault.
Eugene Webb, a 26-year-old homeless man, wasn't smiling when cops arrested him.
Oh shit.
Charged with 2 separate unprovoked attacks on women within hours of each other, including his 23-year-old, too terrified to show her face. The attack so violent, it knocked out a tooth.
I got pushed from the side and then attacked again, and I was punched in the head.
But Webb might have been smiling today. He's under the new criminal justice reform laws. He was released without bail, despite the fact that there was a warrant for his arrest for not showing up in court to face charges from a similar attack in September.
Yo.
Released without bail.
I'll be honest, I see niggas like this every day, and when they have that like crazy look in the eye, I cross the street. I don't give a fuck how he feels. I cross the street. I don't try to play gangster. I don't try to pretend like I want to be around him. No, as soon as like, yo, some kid, I came around the corner and some kid turned around. He was like, yo, you need some weed? And I was like, what? I said, excuse me, young man. I'm on a work call. Then I crossed the street. And I was like, who is this kid? Like a little 16-year-old kid. And he was just so upset. He felt like I disrespected him because I didn't want to maintain a conversation with him. But if these niggas is out here in full force, like,
he should not have been released, in my opinion. And in fact, he should have been sent for a minimum, at least a 72-hour evaluation to see if he has mental health issues.
Appearing on The Point, CBS and New York's political talk show, Staten Island Assemblywoman Nicole
Malliotakis, she tried to get the mayor seat, but there just wasn't enough support for her. But, you know,
is differentiated from other politicians who have called for a so-called criminal justice carve-out to give judges discretion to set bail in cases of public safety.
Yeah, see, that's what they need. They need the criminal carve-out. Let the judges decide, like, hey, this person really needs to be in jail. You know what? This person can come out. Let them, you know, have their own discretion. Because the way it seems like it's being set up, it's kind of like there's a category of different, I don't know.
Says the law has to be rewritten.
Of different crimes that are being excused.
That should, number one, given everyone their constitution-protected right to a speedy trial, and that means investing in our court system, but also ensures that we're only dealing here with low-level crimes and perhaps first-time offenders, which is not what this law does.
Okay, so here's the thing, right? With inflation, these people have to stop talking about invest in the court system, invest in these systems. With inflation, American people don't have an extra dollar to give, and we really don't want the taxes to go any higher than they are. So when you say investing, like, how else do you suppose we're going to pay? How else do you suppose we're going to pay for these kinds of like upgrades to the justice system? Those things cost money. We don't want to spend money. Our money's not going far. I just don't see how this is ever going to be. Like, this is from 2 years ago. Obviously, it didn't work because this is a 2 year ago article with Nicole Malliotakis with this one. Obviously, nothing's going to happen here because 2 years later, 2 years after this, up until today, bail reform has been approved, and for the most part, we can't really change what's going to happen. This shit is going to be, it's going to be a whole fucking mess. Like, I mean, everyone is a potential criminal now. It's like even a person who like, think about it like this. Even a person who ordinarily wouldn't commit crimes, now that they know that they're not really going to be punished for their lightweight crime, might be, there might be some draw towards committing that crime now that they know that they're not going to be sitting in no kind of jail cell. So I just feel like this is a very slippery slope we're going down. I don't know what the point is. Let me see what else. Bill reforms. See, Miss Lockhart, she put together a really, she pulled some stuff. She had some stuff ready to go. And she showed something. She read something. I wonder what this guy has to say. This guy, I wonder what he has to say. Let's see.
Before you renew Amazon.
Daquan. Oh, I need to get this. Daquan Bruce. Let me see what he has to say.
Everyone else, I enjoy not knowing how much.
To discuss is Daquan Bruce, Concerned Communities for America Executive
Daquan,
Director.
good to see you.
Let's see what he has to say.
Is there no doubt, or is it, let me put it this way, is there any doubt in your mind that these no bail laws do more harm than good?
Absolutely. We talk about the need for criminal justice reform, and to an extent, there is a significant need. However, what we see with these laws is that we're giving criminals a get out of jail free card when we say that their bail system needs to be overhauled and there needs to be easier ways to pay bail. Bail is set the way it is for a reason. But then two, in addition to this law, there's a whole list of crimes that are going to be non-detainable offenses. These include burglary, robbery, kidnapping, threatening a public official, and even second-degree murder. So with these laws, what we're essentially doing is saying that, there is a threshold for how far you can go. And even if you push the boundaries, you can just get out of jail and do it again if you like.
These people are not.
Basically, that's how I understand it. You can pretty much do anything on that list and guarantee you're going to get out. And you're not going to, you'll have a court date, you'll have to appear, but so many people are going to go missing. So many people are going to escape and evade the court system. I just don't see it playing out. I don't see it playing out.
Not living in the real world. I mean, they don't realize that the attorneys for these criminals are going to use everything they can. I mean, that's what they're paid for. That's their job. I'm not criticizing them for using the law to their own purposes, but that's what they do. And in the real world, violent criminals get out and do the same things or even worse than they have before. But here's what Governor Pritzker said about this new law. I just want to roll the tape and get your reaction. Go ahead.
This legislation marks a substantial step toward dismantling the systemic racism that plagues our communities, our state, and our nation, and brings us closer to true safety, true fairness, and true justice.
Okay, hold on. So he's saying that by getting rid of bail that eliminates racism. Let me tell you what's racist. It's racist to it is racist to allow all these people to come back into the community. Like, it is racist to allow those people back into this community to poach off of everyone else and to put everyone in a victim's position. Like, that's racist. It's fucked up, but we have a lot of people, especially in the Black community, who will be coming back into our communities. Their minds are all fucked up. Not everybody's bad, right? But I would say, 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 criminals at your doorstep watching you go to work, come back, watching what time you go and handle your business. Like, if you don't have a vehicle, it's not even worth being around, in my opinion. What's the point of being here if you don't have a vehicle? Like, I'm pretty much planning my escape out of this city. There's no way in hell. I really do think that this place is going down, and this is going to be its downfall. Abolishing cash bail. So let's keep seeing.
Daquan, one could argue that if you're looking for racism, there's nothing more racist than policies that lead to the death of minorities in America. And that's what these laws do.
Absolutely. There is nothing just, and there's nothing, promoting safety about allowing individuals who choose to break the law, to threaten and to hurt innocent people, allow them back on the streets to do it again. That's the opposite of justice. And that's the opposite of promoting safety within our community. And that's something that Concerned Communities for America, we seek to combat. We understand that the only way to achieve true safety and true justice is to empower the men and women and support the men and women on the streets who are promoting safety. And that is the men and women in blue. And that is also community leaders who are actually providing resources to help pull people out of poverty, to help individuals who are experiencing, situations where they may feel that the only way that they can provide for themselves is to go out and commit a crime and not allow them to do it
and
again.
Also do work in the jails. I mean, do prison ministry is what we used to call it, where you go into the jails, you work with offenders whose lives can be turned around. Nobody wants to be in jail. You can do that, but to just let violent criminals out, to give them a pass is crazy. By the way, even in states that have tried this where it's failed miserably, like New York, you still have Governor Hochul. She just came out with an op-ed last spring about our no bail law. I just want to put that up on the screen. In 2019, this is what she says. In 2019, the state legislature enacted landmark reforms to our bail laws. The reforms were successful. Fewer New Yorkers are kept behind bars just because they can't pay, and we've saved taxpayer dollars in the process. Whoopee! We're saving money by letting violent criminals out of jail. It's crazy.
Exactly. And while they're, toting the number of people that aren't in jail, what she's not addressing is the amount of crime that has risen in New York and that can be correlated to this law. You have, the mayor of New York City calling for support and getting guns off the street because there are now more unregistered guns in the city of New York than there ever been at any time before. If this law really worked, then crime would, in theory, go down. But what we've seen is that there are more repeat offenders, there are more new offenders, and there are a much larger variety of crimes taking place in the city of New York.
And cops know it. And the mayor of New York is a former cop.
Honestly, guys, there's ghost guns everywhere, apparently. Mayor Adams has been on a collection spree, busting every place he can to get ghost guns, and they keep making them too. It's not like you take them and they're gone. It's like new people are producing it everywhere. So I just feel like, do they have enough manpower? Do they have enough manpower, the special task force, to really be able to handle this, really get a handle over the city? Because it's just like they haven't even popped the bottle yet. Like New Year's Eve, they popped the bottle. I'm on some, where do I have to be outside of New York? That's kind of how I feel. I feel like, let me chill now. Where do I have to be outside of New York as soon as this shit happens? There is no need. No young woman should be by herself out here. No woman and her family should be unprotected, uncovered here. It is dangerous. You must have a vehicle. You got to get around. These are the things I think about. So I really do. This place has become something else here. Shout out to all the people that came through. Esso, Savage, who else? Blue Girl. Thank you guys. And a bunch of other people that come and go. Let's see.
So he knows it. You have cops in Illinois who are furious. There's the Johnson County sheriff who just said about what's going to happen in Illinois. Anyone sitting in jail right now with all these pending charges, they're going to be let out. the gates are open and they're going to be let out into the street. So they know what's going to come, and it ain't going to be pretty. I mean, it's going to make things worse, not better.
Absolutely. You know, I'm reminded of a story of one of the brave not widows, but wives of a police officer who was hurt in the line of duty that, you know, has come alongside of CCA. Her name is Esther Vivi, and her husband was dragged 4 blocks, city blocks, when a young man decided to steal a vehicle, and when he tried to, you know, perform a routine traffic stop, the young man sped off, dragging the officer Vivi with him. This was a repeat offender. This was a young man who should have been prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law, but because of the relaxed laws in New York and the same type of laws that are going into effect in Chicago and other places, you have individuals like this who can be on the streets once again.
Well, we've got a list that we put together, by the way, of repeat offenders that were let out by some of these no bail laws, and the list is long. It goes on and on and on. I mean, we could roll it all afternoon. But I'm just wondering if there are sensible changes to the laws and getting rid of some of these horrible Soros-supported prosecutors that we have. Will we see a return to the BLM activists out on the street, the Antifa activists out on the street, even after everything we know now about BLM, how they were, you know.
Now, I think you guys might have heard the echo. Sorry about that. I got to mute my shit. To be honest with you, I'm not here. I think because I was supposed to mute my shit and I didn't know. I don't stream much, so I don't be sorry. I have to get used to it. So how do I feel about this? How I feel about this is like, we really do need to be honest about the places we live. Like, we might have grown up in places, we love a place, we come to a place that's not so bad, but it could be a matter of seconds that somebody comes and clocks you with a rock or grabs you, or just shit is crazy. Like, I've never seen it so insane in my life, and there's a lot of crazy people on the street. I will say that. I travel during rush hour. It's the only time I travel. I stay close to the house and I don't really do much because I feel like it's not really safe to be out and about. You can do what you want to do, but you run the risk of putting yourself in harm's way. So if you can't go outside your box, like, that's not a good way to live, you know? That's not a way to enjoy your life and to enjoy all your hard work and everything that you put together in your life. It's not a good way. So for me, I know that this has changed my view of New York. I know it's changed my view of like wanting to be in this city or wanting to add to the city's value. Like, it's pretty much done. Like, is New York over? My answer is it might be. I think things are so different now, even the way we work, like just the things that are expected of us versus what used to be expected of us. Like, if you grew up at a certain time and you did certain things, then you know what it was like when everyone was in the city. All the buildings were filled. Everyone was working. You know, institutionalism at its highest. So to see it like this is very quiet. It's very dry, and very few people go into work. It's almost eerie. I'm like, damn, this shit is like, what is this? It almost scares me. I'm like, what is going on? Why is this city looking like how it is? So I'm about to dash out. I'll be real with you. Like, I don't know about it. I don't know about sticking around for that shit. I don't know about that. I don't think I'm down. You know, like, I think I'm going to be out. By the end of the year, I'm going to be out. I'm going to just make peace with shit and just move on, because I won't be in the city while they're trying to figure this shit out. I will go to a city where there is better police presence, where, you know, the laws protect the people, somewhere in Florida. I just don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth, like, risking my life on a daily basis, even to just go down the block. Like, crazy niggas will be all up and through my neighborhood. My neighborhood has gentrified, but crazy niggas, grandmas and shit still live around here. It was only 2 years ago that they got arrested. So it's like people will still be coming around these areas, and it's like, yeah, it might be gentrified. It might be nice now, but when people want to come and stay at their mom's or their grandma's house or whatever, it's going to be a community full of just degenerates just all over the fucking place. Like, you know, kind of what makes the neighborhood now so nice is that they're not around, but we don't forget those years that they used to be busting in the park. Like, I remember those years where like kids were in the park shooting. Like that park is so beautiful now. Like things are just gonna change. We have to be very careful, and we have to just be vigilant and aware. Just as a woman, just have something to protect yourself. I don't even have shit. Like I need to get something myself. But yeah, man, this is what no cash bail will do. This is what it will do. Let me stop this. Let me move this and let me pull up another. Let's see. Yeah, man. Let's put the music in the back. History. Let's put the music in the back.
No, back to school.
Oh no. Scared. There we go. Give y'all some music while I look around. Want to love you to your life. Sweet Caroline. Wanna take you to my paradise. You my sunshine. Fine girl, I already know you want. I want to kiss you inside. Things you do, you sweet my mind. Live for you, so tiny. Yeah, just stay blow, my Let me see. Trying to see if I can pull another story for y'all. Let's see. Oh, here we go. You see? 37-year-old man was fatally stabbed. This is only 9 hours ago during a dispute outside a Park Slope Brooklyn smoke shop on Tuesday night. Y'all, you can't make this shit up. Every day, like in places where we be, like in places where people go to. Like, let me show y'all this. Like, let me get back on subject here. Let's see, get past this ad.
Bills in one place. TD Bank, unexpectedly human.
Police in Brooklyn are searching for a man after an argument at a smoke shop in Park Slope ended in death.
Yeah, police say the person got upset when they opened the store's door for the victim, and the victim apparently did not say thank you. Eyewitness News reporter Darla Miles with more.
I did my best to de-escalate, but nothing worked.
This surveillance video shows the beginning of a deadly confrontation that, frankly, never should have escalated in the first place.
Then the victim was like, why didn't you say thank you for opening the door? The other guy said, yeah, I didn't tell you to open the door for me. Then they started arguing about that. Then it started getting physical.
The verbal argument that got physical and then turned fatal happened at this smoke shop on 4th Avenue in Park Slope Tuesday, just before midnight. Witnesses say the 37-year-old victim seen in this white shirt in surveillance video was relentless after the suspect did not reciprocate good manners, who they say then went outside to retrieve a knife from his bike, where the victim is seen slapping him repeatedly.
He got out of the store and grabbed the knife and came back, started threatening him. And the victim was like, "Go ahead, stab me if you can do it." The victim dragged him outside and started slapping him in the face, and that's what irritates I think the guy that stabbed him and got him to stab him again.
And just before riding off, police say the victim is stabbed twice, once in his abdomen and in his neck, who then stumbles back into the store.
The victim after that just started screaming, he stabbed me, walking to the store, and started bleeding all over the floor. And the other guy took off on the bike.
The NYPD has yet to name the victim and is still working to identify the suspect.
The city has felt a little less safe lately, and post-pandemic, there's just a lot of sort of, strange energies. This is crazy.
This is crazy. This goes to show you it's not safe anywhere.
Hey, babe, what's the password for the cable bill?
That is Park Slope, y'all. That is the slope. Can you believe that? That is the slope that we're in all the time. Like, I trample all over the slope. That was my man's neighborhood. Like, I spent so much time over there. That's President Street and 4th. Like, I don't understand how just a small argument, I just don't get it. It's become bad. And I almost feel like, I don't know. It's become bad. It really has been. I don't know about this place, y'all. I don't know. What would be the advice, man? Do you leave a place that you've called your home? I feel like so many things have happened here. Like, it's a good time to leave. Like, I lost my mother, my grandmother, my fiance. Like, there's almost nothing left here. So I don't mind. I love Niger. I do love Lagos. In terms of America, like, anywhere in Florida is cool. North Carolina, it's cool. My uncle's there. At least I have some family. But man, when I'm up here, I have all my cousins up here though. But when I'm up here, I feel like there's always someone lurking. There's always something about to pop off. Like, you're lucky if you come home every day, go out, go to work, and come home safely without watching some kind of crazy shit happen. Like, even if it's not you who's in the middle of it, like, you lucky if you get through a whole. Like, today was a good day for me. Like, I didn't see no crazy shit today. But that's not unusual. There's crazy shit every day. And anyway, this place has just changed so much. I'm like, damn, this place is not what it used to be. It was a different kind of place when I loved it, But I do love this place. I feel bad about having to leave it. It is what it is. Just a lot going on because New York is not as safe as it used to be. And I wish people would be more honest. Like, people do love this place. They come, they hang out, they have a good time. And you don't have to be in the hood. The thing is, you don't have to be in the hood for bad shit to happen. All these things are happening in areas where everyone hangs out. Park Slope is the nicest neighborhood in Brooklyn, apart from parts of Bay Ridge. So to be honest with you, that's the nicest neighborhood. You can't be safe in the slope. Like, that kid got his head cracked open in Chelsea. That's a nice ass neighborhood in Manhattan. Where else? All these things are happening in decent places. It's not like it's happening in East New York. I mean, East New York has crime all the time, but you don't really see that on the news. What makes it shocking is that it's happening in Park Slope, that it's happening in Chelsea, in areas that people would mostly consider safe. That's what's making it, spicy for the audience. But I'm not even going to keep going down it because that shit is just depressing. I'm going to tell you, that shit just hits me like, oh, damn, this shit is unsafe. But this no bail shit is going to make it it's going to give criminals an excuse. It's going to give people an excuse who aren't even criminals to commit crimes, just ordinary individuals. It's going to be different out here. New York is and I feel New Yorkers are looking for a purge. I'm not going to lie. I feel like they're mad that they got their time wasted during, C-19, and they are looking for a purge. So I feel like I should just be in Africa and just let this shit go and just, do what I did last year and just post up for a while. I think I might do that. I think I might shelter in place. Yeah, I think I might go to the East and shelter in place for a while. You just never know. You just never know what could happen, man. And it could be an ordinary person that you deal with on a normal basis. You don't know how they feel about you, but then now that they know that they can pretty much eliminate you without any real repercussions, like, nah, that is a crazy world to live in. That is a crazy world to live in. So anyway, this live is done. I'm about to go eat. I'm about to go watch some other people and their lives. I know they're going live right now. Go talk shit with some friends and call it a night. I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions or comments, leave it below. Like the video. And that's about it. And do you like this dress? Isn't it pretty? It's just such a beautiful print. I've had it for so long, but it's one of my favorite things. And it's so cute, but it's classy too, right? It covers everything. I'm covered, right? My skin looks good today too. Not gonna lie. Anyway, I love y'all. Peace. Black Beauty is out.